Faithful po siya.
Yes, he's faithful. Yes, Zion.
Mabait po siya. Helpful.
Helpful, mabait.
Caring. Trust in God.
Yes, Carl.
Caring.
Caring. Zane.
Trust in God. Trust in God.
Yes.
Trusting in God.
Yes. She had faith in God and trusted God. She believed that God led her to be the wife of Isaac. And she believed in God's plan. Okay, correct. So is our review okay? Okay, now, what lesson did we learn from the story of last week's story? Yung lesson natin last week, ano yung natutunan natin?
Always pray to God.
Always pray to God. Yes, very good. What else? About what did we learn from finding a person with the same faith, with the same belief? Yes, Carl.
Find a friend or a wife with the same belief so that there is no quarreling with each other.
Yes, because you will walk together in the same path. Yes, Zion, Zane and Zion.
Need to be pulling in the same direction as us.
Yes, very good. Because if you will be with the other kids who are not worshiping God, who are not following God, you might be like them. Diba? Baka kayo yung magaya sa kanila. So always find a friend or someone who have the same faith with you. Okay. So what is the lesson that we learn? Okay. Will you please read that, JM?
We must learn from Abram's wife action. We must choose our friend. They must be in the same direction with us towards God's kingdom.
Okay, so very good. You know, kids, you're very lucky because every Sunday we're having our Bible stories, and this is one way of strengthening or pinapalakas natin yung ating paniniwala sa Diyos. Okay, kasi di ba mga pinapakita natin in the stories are good examples. There are also bad examples that we should not follow, but there are a lot of good examples that we have to follow. Okay. Okay, thank you, and be ready for the continuation of the story about Isaac and Rebekah and their offsprings or mga anak. Sino makakahula? Ilan ba yung naging anak ni Isaac and Rebekah? Sino kaya makakahula? Okay, si Carl, dalawa. Si Zane, ilan? Dalawa. JM?
Dalawa po.
Gab, ilan?
Dalawa po.
Dalawa. Colleen?
Dalawa po.
Dalawa. Okay. Eunice and Zaira?
Dalawa po.
Very good, dalawa. And let us see if both of them will walk together in the same path. So here's our teacher, Teacher Jennifer, to lead us to the continuation of our story. Okay.
So good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon po.
Good
afternoon din po.
Okay, hi kids. So how are you today?
I'm feeling good.
Okay, so I'm Ate Jen, and then before we will start our lesson, do you like to learn a new song?
Yes.
Okay, so this song is all about Jacob and Esau song. Okay, So I will play and you can sing with me, okay?
God's plan is always to bless. God's plan is always to bless. Our plans only make a mess. Our plans only make a mess. Trusting God's plan is the best. 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 Isaac
Didn't follow God's plan.
Isaac didn't follow God's plan.
He loved Esau, the hunting man.
He loved Esau, the hunting man. Rebekah planned to deceive. Rebekah planned to deceive. Jacob a blessing would receive. Jacob a blessing would receive. They all follow their own hearts. They all follow their own hearts. And their family fell apart. And their family fell apart. God's plan is always to bless. God's plan is always to bless. Our plans only make a mess. Our plans only make a mess. Trusting God's plan is the best. 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 God's plan is always to bless. Our plans only make a mess. Trusting God's plan is the best. Trusting God's plan is the best. Isaac didn't follow God's plan. He loved Esau, the hunting man. Rebekah planned to deceive. Jacob a blessing would receive. They all follow their own hearts, and their family fell apart. God's plan is always to bless. Our plans only make a mess. Trusting God's plan is the best. Trusting God's plan is the best.
Mm. Okay. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. Before we will study about Esau and Jacob, can you please open your book on page 82 in your Sunday school notes? That, okay. I can see them. Ako hindi ko makita yung mga bata.
Kasi nag-share ka man yung screen. Hindi mo
But I
makita.
can see them if they are reacting or not. Okay lang.
Okay, makikita.
Okay. So we've been learning a lot about Abraham's family in the last 5 lessons. So we're going to fill in the family tree. So from Terah, Okay, so Terah had three sons, right? So these are the three sons. So who is this? Who will answer? Asan yung share screen ko?
Balik kay ate, napindot mo yung...
Okay. Which one? I know, but this, ituro ko to.
Okay na, Jen. Okay na.
Sino to? Who's this? Because Terah had three sons, right? So is this?
Abraham.
Okay, I will lang
Abraham.
Can you borrow the mouse, Bella? Okay. So, wait lang Okay. So your answer is Abraham. Let's check. Very good. And about this one? Who is this?
Nahor.
Nahor.
Okay. So married, Abraham married
Sarah.
Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah.
So we studied, right, that Sarah and Abraham doesn't have son. So Sarah can't wait, and he had an idea. So what is the name of her maid?
Hagar.
Hagar and Abraham had a son. And what is the name of their son?
Ishmael.
God gave Sarah and Abraham a son. And what is the name of their son?
Isaac.
Very good. So Isaac married
Rebekah.
Rebekah. Very good. And who is the father of Rebekah?
Nahor.
Bethuel.
Who is the father of Rebekah? Laban. Very good. Who is the nephew of Abraham?
Lot. Lot po.
So, oh. Today, we're going to study about Esau and Jacob. So I will show you a video.
Esau and Jacob, the trouble with twins. Genesis 25:24. When the time came for her to give birth, there were twin boys in her womb.
Now Isaac loved the Lord and grew to be a great man of God. At age 40, he married a woman named Rebekah. Like Abraham and Sarah, they prayed that God would bless them with a child. When Isaac was 60 years old, the Lord answered their prayers with a double blessing. Rebekah was going to have twins. Even before the babies were born, Rebekah felt them kicking and fighting each other.
Why is this happening?
The Lord answered and said,
Two nations are inside of you, and the two will be separated. One will be stronger than the other. The older brother will serve the younger.
On the day of their birth, Esau, the firstborn, was red and hairy. Jacob was fair and smooth and followed with his hand grasping Esau's heel. Just as Rebekah had been told, the two boys were very different. Esau grew up to be a very skillful hunter, while Jacob liked to stay close to home. One day, Esau came home weary and tired from a long day's hunt. Jacob had just finished cooking some tasty stew. Esau was very hungry when he said,
Jacob, let me have some of your stew.
First, sell me your birthright.
This meant that Jacob, the second-born, would have all the special honors given to the firstborn. Again, Jacob said,
Give me your birthright, and I will give you food.
Esau, being so tired and with the smell of Jacob's stew tempting him, replied,
I'm about to die anyway. What good is a birthright if you're dead of hunger? You can have it. Now, give me some stew.
Swear to me first.
So Esau swore before the Lord and gave Jacob his birthright. How foolish he was to sell his birthright for so little. Many years passed, and their father Isaac became very old and blind. Fearing he might die soon, he called for Esau and said,
Take your bow and arrow to the country, and bring back some wild game. Prepare a meal just the way I like it, and bring it to me. Then I will give you my blessing.
When Rebekah heard what Isaac had said to Esau, she called for Jacob. She told Jacob she had a plan to trick Isaac, so that he would be the one to take the food to Isaac and receive the blessing. Jacob was concerned Isaac would know. He said to his mother,
Esau is hairy, and I am not. What if father touches me and finds out I am not Esau? What if he curses me instead of blesses me?
The curse will be upon me. Now do as I tell you.
Then Jacob, dressed in Esau's clothes, and with his hands covered with goatskins, took the meal into his father's room.
The Lord God has given me a successful hunt. Rise and eat, and give me your blessing.
Come close, so I may touch you, to know if you are really Esau.
When Isaac touched the hairy goatskin hands and smelled Esau's clothes, he blessed him, saying,
May all people bless and serve you. May nations bow down to you.
Now Jacob had taken Esau's birthright and blessing. Just as Jacob left his father's room, in came Esau with the tasty meal he had prepared for his father.
Rise and eat, and give me your blessing.
Who are you?
I am your firstborn son, Esau.
Isaac trembled.
Who was it then that brought me food and received my blessing? For he will be blessed indeed.
When Esau heard his father's words, he cried,
Bless me too, father. Bless me too.
Isaac raised his head and said,
Your brother has deceived me. He has taken your blessing, and I have made him lord over you and all his relatives. I can give you nothing.
Esau hated Jacob and said to all,
The day is coming when I will kill Jacob.
Okay. So, who will answer me? Who are the characters in the story?
Jacob and Esau.
So, Zane and Zane?
Esau and Jacob.
Okay, very good. Okay, so do you know what are the twins are? Who will answer? Do you know what are the twins are? Yung anong ibig sabihin ng twins? What do you mean by twins? Kambal sa Tagalog. Sinong sasagot? Sinong sasagot?
Kambal.
Who will answer?
Kambal.
Raise your hand. Cebu. Cebu
Sabay na
Sunday,
pinanganak.
from Cebu Sunday School.
Kakambal. Kakambal.
Kakambal. Very good. Ano pa? Do you have any answer? Ano pang sagot? Kulin.
Kambal po tsaka si Esau po ay mangangaso tapos si Jacob po ay taga-alaga ng sheep.
Okay. Okay. GM, anong idea? Okay, sino makakasagot ng ano ang idea nyo sa ibig sabihin ng kambal?
Sabay na pinanganak.
Okay, very good, GM. Sila ay sabay na ipinanganak. Sino pa? Sino pang sasagot? Oh, Bella.
They are two kids, two babies in one mother.
In one mother. Okay, how about Carl?
They have same identity but don't have the same personality.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that, kids. So, twins are two children born to the same mother at one time. But twins are, look, twins are born to the same mother at once, but they are very different, right? Okay, so this is Rebekah. And then Rebekah give birth to Esau, the oldest one, and Jacob. So they are twins, but they are very different. Because in the story, Esau is the older one who was ruddy and hairy looking. Look at his hair. What is the color of his hair?
Red.
Red. Very good. How about Jacob? Can you please describe Jacob? How about Jacob? Who will answer? If Esau has ruddy and hairy looking, how about Jacob?
Soft and skinny.
Who answered that? GM?
GM.
Very good, GM. Okay, very good. So, Jacob was smooth and fair skinned. So, when they grew up, they have also different skills or talents. Look at them. So, the first one who has red hair, that's Esau, right? And the other one is Jacob. So, from that photo, who can describe Esau? Esau grew up, what? Who will answer me? Carl?
Hunter.
Okay, Hunter. Okay. How about Carl?
Esau grew up a huntsman.
Very good. So Esau grew up a huntsman and being outdoor. How about Jacob?
Quiet man.
Oh. Very Colleen.
Nasa bahay lang po.
Very
Saka
good.
nag-aalaga.
Okay, so Jacob likes living quietly at home. So he likes cooking. So today I will show you what the difference with the importance of birthright and blessing. Can you please read it? Birthright and blessing. Okay.
Blessing.
So what is birthright? Do you have an idea what is birthright? Anong ibig sabihin ng birthright? Based dun sa story na napanood natin. Taas lang ang kamay kung sino makakasagot. Okay. So, birthright means, nasa book nyo, tignan nyo sa book on page 82. Ano ibig sabihin ng birthright doon? Doon sa Sunday School notebook, ay, note. Di ba sabi niya, birthright was a special privilege given to the first-born male of the family. He received a double portion of land and money as inheritance. So who is the firstborn in this story?
Esau.
Esau. Okay, so it means, Esau, he would get more of the inheritance, right? So, ang blessing, what is the meaning of blessing? Blessing was word spoken by of the family to his sons before he died. So this blessing was like a powerful promise or prayer. So makukuha mo lang yung, di ba, yung birthright sa pamamagitan ng blessing. So ibibigay yon pag ang father ay malapit ng mamatay. So binibigay yun sa firstborn. At si Esau yun, right? Okay, so I will show you food here. So, can you see the food? Ano to? Nakikita nyo?
Di pa.
Yes.
Di ba?
Bread and noodles.
Hindi ko kasi makita sa monitor ko kung noodles and bread. Okay? So, have you ever felt hungry? Have you ever felt really hungry? Nasubukan nyo na bang magutom?
All the time.
All the time. Okay.
All the time din po.
Anong feeling pag nagugutom? Di ba yung tummy nyo may sounds? Kayong naririnig?
Opo.
Ano yung sounds na naririnig ninyo? Can you mix? Grrr. Diba ganun? Grrr, ganun, di ba? Parang, may sounds na naririnig sa tummy natin pag tayo'y nagugutom. Tapos, if you are hungry, di ba, you feel weak. Di ba, nanghihina tayo? Okay. So, di ba yun yung nangyari kung bakit si Esau, di ba, nung dumating siya, di ba nagugutom siya, kaya nung nakita niya si Jacob na nagluluto, sabi niya na, nagugutom ako, kakain ako ng food na niluluto mo, di ba? Yung tinatawag na, ano yon? Yung stew, di ba? Yung pulang pagkain. At binigay yun ba ni Jacob sa kanya? Kaagad-agad? Binigay ba ni Jacob kaagad-agad kay Esau yun?
Di po.
Hindi, di ba? Sabi niya, ibigay mo muna sa akin yung birthright mo. Why Jacob asked for for Esau why Jacob wants Esau's birthright? Bakit? Sino makakasagot? Why birthright is very important for Jacob? Who will answer? Di ba nung hiningi ni Jacob, sabi niya kay Esau
Syra daw, Syra.
Syra, bakit gusto ni Jacob makuha yung birthright ni Esau?
Blessing.
Asan siya? Blessing, very good. Kasi pag ibinigay ni Esau yung birthright kay Jacob, mapupunta na kay Jacob yung blessing sa kanya. So, di ba si Jacob, ay si Esau, first son, so sa kanya yung birthright and blessing. Ngayon, nung binigay ni Esau kay Jacob, ano nang nangyari doon sa birthright ni Esau? Nasa kanya pa rin ba? Hindi na, di ba? Na-transfer na yun kay Jacob. So, for Esau, hindi yun importante sa kanya kasi it is important for Esau yung pagkain. Okay, so I have a question here. What was Jacob doing when Esau came in? Sino ang sasagot? Cooking stew, washing clothes.
Cooking stew.
Okay, cooking stew. Let's check. Wait lang. Ba't nawala?
Next nyo ate, next.
Lang. Nawala. Hindi ba? Okay. Next. Sige. Okay, next question. What did Jacob want Esau to sell him in order to get some stew? His arrow and bow, his birthright as the oldest son. Who will answer?
Cebu daw.
Cebu? Okay. Anong gusto daw ni Jacob na makuha kay Esau para maibenta niya yung stew niya? Anong palit?
His birthright.
Okay, his birthright as the oldest son. Okay, very good. Okay, next. Okay, did Esau do it? Binigay ba ni Esau?
Di po.
Sinong sasagot?
Si Clive sumagot ng hindi.
Okay, Clive. Okay. So, ang sagot niya ay yes or no?
No.
No? Sige, let's check. Okay, try again. Okay. So, the answer is yes. Binigay niya, di ba? Sabi, kinain niya yung pagkain. Tapos sabi niya, ay, sa'yo na. Mama, sabi niya, di ba? Ay, nagugutom na daw siya. Okay. So, how did Jacob feel about Rebekah's plan? Di ba, ang nag-help kay Jacob ay si Rebekah. Anong ni Jacob? Sino makakasagot? Anong naramdaman ni Jacob nung sabi ni Rebekah, magluto ka Jacob at ikaw ang pumunta sa tatay mo at para ma-blessing ka ni Jacob. Okay, Zayn and Zion.
Happy.
Ay, wala yung isa dito. Sabihin ko na lang, is it happy, nervous, or excited?
Happy.
Wala yung dito. Dapat dito, wala yung gitna na nervous. Okay. Okay. Unscramble this word. Okay. Pwede nyo i-unscramble this word.
Blessing.
Sinong sumagot?
Ako po.
Si Carl?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, next. Sino yan?
Jacob.
Sino sasagot?
Jacob.
Raise your hand.
Jacob. Jacob. Jacob.
Jacob. Okay. Next. Ano yung susunod?
Birthright. 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 Birthright.
Okay, next.
Right.
Sino to?
Ito.
Ha?
Iso.
Okay, very good. Okay, so I have a question, class. Did Iso make a good choice? Tama ba yung decision ni Iso? Yung pagbibigay niya ng kanyang birthright kay Jacob? Sino sasagot? Can you please listen?
Balik.
Who will answer me? Did Iso make a good choice or decision? What do you think? Is it a good choice? JM.
Hindi po, dahil hindi niya po naalala, mas important po yung birthright.
Okay, very good. Oo, hindi, okay, mali yung kanyang decision kasi hindi niya naisip na mas importante yung birthright. So, ang nangyari, napunta na kay Jacob. So, anong naiwan kay Iso? Wala na, di ba? So, nagkaroon lang siya ng pagkain, pero yung blessings nawala na sa kanya. So, anong nangyari nung nalaman ni Iso na naibigay na yung blessing kay Jacob? Anong nangyari? Nagalit ba? Masaya ba si Iso?
Galit po.
Nagalit. Okay. So, ito yung answer dun sa kanino. The birthright of the oldest son mean that he would get everything that his father has. Now that he has given it to Jacob, Esau get nothing. He gets two, but now nothing. So, wala na siyang nakuha. Okay. So, for your memory verse for next week, the Lord is a God who knows, and by Him deeds are great. So, ito yung memory verse niyo for today. So,